Authorities have confirmed the deaths in Searsmont on Monday were a murder-suicide. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A woman charged with fatally stabbing her grandmother and her partner were in court, and a bill to amend part of the language determining who qualifies for certain housing assistance programs took center stage in Augusta. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Wednesday afternoon. A small crowd advisory remains posted until 7 p.m. this evening along the coast, though, because the surf remains active as an area low pressure continues to track off towards the east. But meanwhile, though, on land, we're looking pretty good. Maybe a few snow flurries overnight, but we're looking pretty good this afternoon, though, with just some clouds that have been developing earlier. But otherwise, a lot of sunshine this afternoon, too. Let's zoom things out. So the area low pressure located right about in here, tracking off towards the east, so not a whole lot going on behind it, though. We're going to stay quiet out there for a few days. We do have some active weather in our forecast coming up soon as well. But for today, just a few clouds possible. We'll watch for more clouds again later on tonight, and sunshine returning yet again as we head towards your Thursday morning. As for the winds, some areas reaching up to 13 miles per hour. At times, higher gusts are also possible. Then here we go again for your Thursday. More gusty winds will be expected, so the winds remaining active as we do move forward. But for today, though, lower 30s, lots of sunshine, breezy out there, with that west wind getting up to around 25 miles per hour at times. Lower 20s tonight, partly cloudy. The winds back off for a bit out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, here we go. Lower 40s, partly cloudy. Southwest wind up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some gusts up to 15 miles per hour cannot be ruled out. That hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period. Lots of sunshine before it sets and temperatures cooling off into the 20s later on. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
Thank you, Devin. People throughout the region were saddened to learn about the tragic case of domestic violence that ended the life of a much-loved woman. Authorities confirmed she was shot to death Monday by her ex-boyfriend, who then took his own life. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with relatives and co-workers in the Searsmont area as they try to cope with the loss.
Tragedy has struck the town of Searsmont as police confirm a home on the Borough Road was the scene of a murder-suicide.
Quite a mess when this all went down. 20, 30, probably state troopers and sheriff's office.
The Waldo County Sheriff's Office responded to the home around 2 p.m. on Monday. Upon arrival, they discovered 2 deceased bodies found inside. The individuals were identified as 50-year-old Amy Nickerson of Stockton Springs and 50-year-old Lance Lucas of Searsmont. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner ruled the death of Amy Nickerson as a homicide by gunshot wound, while Lucas's death was ruled a suicide, also by a gunshot wound.
They'll definitely be sorely missed, both of them, by everyone around, and it's a shame to see them have to go in this regard, at least any regard.
According to police officials and those that knew them, the 2 were domestic partners who had recently separated.
I mean, she left him about a month ago. Which is the unfortunate thing because she was on a great path.
Amy was a well-known member of the Newport community where she worked as the general manager of the Anglers restaurant.
She was like the light of this town. Everybody knew Amy. No matter where you'd go, oh, that's Amy from Anglers. And everybody came here to see her. Everybody loved sitting down and having a nice conversation with her. Like she was a huge staple of this community.
The restaurant plans to remain closed while funeral arrangements are made. Maine State Police will continue to investigate the sequence of events that occurred prior to and during the incident.
Try not to let this sort of thing happen, to anybody that they know, because it's entirely unfortunate and entirely preventable and entirely a loss to everybody involved.
The domestic violence hotline can be reached by dialing 1-800-799-7233. In Searsmont, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A woman charged with fatally stabbing her 93-year-old grandmother as well as her partner who used a wheelchair appeared before a judge on murder charges.
You went over those charges with Attorney Parody?
Yep.
And do you understand the charges?
I do.
53-year-old Zara Jones is charged with 2 counts of murder for the deaths of 69-year-old Michael Willett and 93-year-old Armin Mayo in Denmark. Police say their bodies were found Friday in the same home where Jones lives in a state of decomposition. Police say Jones pretended to be asleep when they got a search warrant for her home. According to an affidavit, Jones' sister says Jones told her she was, quote, tired of taking care of them, end quote. The sister also believes Jones killed the two for an inheritance or will. Jones did not enter a plea and is being held without bail. 25-year-old Lorenz Labonte is being charged with murder in the death of 27-year-old Ahmed Sharif of Lewiston. Police arrested him at 103 Temple Street in Saco Monday night. Appearing virtually in court Tuesday, Labonte appeared frustrated and said he wanted to speak in court.
I'd like to have a conversation with him.
I think
I'd like to try my right to speak.
Yeah, Attorney Parody, I think we absolutely can accommodate your request to have a private breakout room with Mr. Labonte.
7 family members and supporters of Labonte were in court. Labonte has a very long criminal record spanning almost his entire adult life for more than 6 years. With charges including domestic violence assault, he is also being held without bail. The University of Maine Police Department is looking for a man that allegedly assaulted a cab driver after refusing to provide payment. Police report about 12:45 on Tuesday morning, a taxi driver was delivering a customer to campus when he allegedly refused to pay the fee and ran away from the cab. The cab driver followed the customer, who reportedly punched the driver in the face and then displayed a knife. The driver said the man was a shorter black man dressed in a black hoodie and black pants with white sneakers and carried a black suitcase. Police say this appears to be an isolated incident. They ask that anyone with relevant information report it to them at 207-581-4040. State officials and police have destroyed more than 200 pounds of illegally grown marijuana in Wilton. Local police and the Maine Office of Cannabis Policy report they were doing a routine follow-up inspection at a licensed cultivation facility on Weld Road. While doing the inspection, they say they received information about another unlicensed grow facility in a different building on the same property. That's when they discovered more than 1,200 illegal plants. The names of the people involved have not been released. The investigation is still ongoing. The resignation of the head of Maine's Child and Family Services may be the first of many changes to come. Not only is the Government Oversight Committee investigating that office, so is a nonprofit group created by former State Senator Bill Diamond. Brad Rogers has more.
Just because the director has now left, we can't assume that's going to solve the problem.
Former state senator and longtime child advocate Bill Diamond believes Todd Landry's resignation is tied to light now being shed on the Office of Child and Family Services.
That happened primarily because of all the sunshine we're bringing down onto this problem, and the public has said, "Look, enough is enough."
After the child abuse deaths of Kendall Chick and Marissa Kennedy more than 5 years ago, a state investigation led to what was supposed to be major changes in that office, including a shift from reunification to what's best for the child. Critics like Bill Diamond say that never happened.
The department has been very rigid about making sure kids get back to the parents if at all possible. The problem with that is, as the Ombudsman has said several times, that they're not making decisions that are safe for the children.
Not even what's best for the child, what's safest for the child.
What's safest. I mean, that's what the Office of Child and Family Services is all about, right? I mean, that's our primary goal, first and foremost, is to keep kids safe.
Reunification, that's their main goal, and it has been for decades.
Victoria Vose knows that all too well. Her grandson Maddox was one of 4 children killed in a single month in June of 2021, beaten to death by his own mother.
My grandson Maddox should never have been used as a learning tool for the department, and neither any of the other children.
Diamond says everyone warned Child and Family Services not to put Maddox back with an unstable mother with serious problems.
They did it anyway, and then in 3 months he's dead. The child has to have rights too, and the child has to have a priority in terms of safety. They're not getting that now. The system is broken, the culture is broken, and once that can be changed with the right people in charge, then I think we'll see some big changes.
That was Brad Rogers reporting. A bill to amend part of the language determining who qualifies for certain housing assistance programs had a public hearing Tuesday. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard has the details about why certain types of tenants want to make the change.
It's a pretty minor adjustment that I think could make pretty big strides.
Representative Kristen Cloutier of Lewiston is talking about her bill, LD 1505, which would reclassify housing cooperatives as renters when it comes to housing assistance programs. According to Craig Saddlemeyer, the cooperative development organizer for Raise Op Housing Cooperative in Lewiston, not many people know what a housing co-op is.
Cooperative it's affordable housing where the residents own the organization together, they govern it together. There's no landlord, there's no third-party ownership. It's resident-controlled housing.
That problem of awareness surrounding co-ops doesn't just stop at people. Their in-between status of renters and homeowners was causing problems for tenants trying to take advantage of assistance programs during the last few years.
So really opening them up to rental assistance programs, allowing those residents to take advantage of those types of things.
There are barriers to housing cooperatives to applying to these housing and utility programs because not many program administrators understand what a housing cooperative is. They're looking to process applications for rentership or homeownership, and the housing cooperatives pose a challenge in the application process. So this bill clarifies things and makes it easier for housing co-ops to apply for these programs without having to change the programs themselves.
The bill will now face a work session in the Housing Committee before making its way to a full vote of the legislature. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the holiday tree arrived in downtown Bangor yesterday. We'll have more when we return.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside.
And it helps prevent streaks and haze. WetJet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Available now at your local at-home furniture, appliance, and bedding location located in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft. Stop in today and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basement-y. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basement-y.
The Rotary Club of Bangor's Festival of Lights Parade, Saturday, December 2nd.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in downtown Bangor. A 39-foot balsam fir tree was put up in West Market Square, and to be clear, it's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. For the past 25 years, the tree has been selected by Dan Sprague, who continued that tradition once again.
So what goes into a good Christmas tree?
Well, where it is more important than what it looks like sometimes. I like to have them about 38, 40 feet tall. Balsam fir is my favorite. They're not brittle, they're pretty easy to handle. And we've done it a long time, we're getting pretty good at it.
Normally, Sprague and his nephew take care of all the tree setup, but this year they received a helping hand as Fraser Signal Technologies that provided their services to help trim that tree.
We're just happy to be a part of the community and doing things like this. There was an opportunity to contribute. We're thrilled to be here.
Well, Santa Claus is coming to the town of Unity aboard the Santa Express. This time of year, the Jolly Man himself, along with Mrs. Claus, rides the Belfast Moosehead Lake Railroad to hear what's on the wish list of every boy and girl this holiday. Our Jody Hersey tagged along.
Passengers aboard the Belfast Moosehead Lake Railroad Santa Express are truly getting into the holiday spirit. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Youngsters, along with their parents and grandparents, are traveling from all over the state for this magical ride.
Train ride, it looks like old-fashioned a little bit and modern.
Brittany Green of Lincolnville is another traveler enjoying the experience with her 3 kids.
It's fun anyway, but it's kind of fun to do something a little extra sometimes.
Passengers get the chance to take in views of Unity Pond and the surrounding area while snacking on cookies and cocoa before Santa pays a visit to their train car.
What would you like for Christmas?
Santa says the wish list from boys and girls just keeps growing.
The kids are asking for cars, balls, trucks, monster trucks, and even one hippopotamus today.
Kiera Lauer of China says riding the Santa Express is a great way to roll into the Christmas season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great start to the holiday, and it's something local and fun to do. And who doesn't love trains?
The Santa Express chugs along every weekend from now until December 17th. Tickets can be purchased online at belfastandmooseheadlakerail.org. In Unity, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
After the break, not everyone that has Alzheimer's is getting the help they need. We'll take a look when we come back.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary, call now to see how a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan could get you some big benefits, including this all-in-one WellCare Spendables debit card to use for over-the-counter health items. Find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. A WellCare Medicare Advantage plan is designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, coverage for prescription drugs, dental, vision and hearing, and the WellCare Spendables debit card to make getting the coverage you need more convenient. The WellCare Spendables debit card can be used for over-the-counter health items. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan with a $0 or low monthly plan premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 or low monthly plan premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, and we make them easy to use so you can support your best health. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free guide will provide information to make a smart choice for your health care coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information, so call 1-877-282-3827. Call today.
My father started a roofing company in the 1970s.
Back when asbestos was still commonly used in Maine.
When George was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew there wasn't a cure yet, but we knew he needed help.
We called Joe Bornstein's office because this family means business.
Their team is handling everything, representing Mainers who were victims of asbestos exposure.
We highly recommend the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Now to the race for president and what many political pundits call the race for second place in the Republican primary. Nikki Haley getting a boost as Ron DeSantis prepares for a highly unusual debate with a Democrat. ABC's Lionel Moisey explains.
This morning, a boost for former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley in her quest for the White House. In every poll, we beat Biden by 10 to 13 points.
AFP, the political advocacy group founded by the billionaire Koch brothers, is throwing its support behind Haley.
We are now in second place in Iowa, second place in New Hampshire, and second place in South Carolina. We just have one more fellow we got to catch up to.
The group already raising $70 million, insisting Haley would boost Republican candidates up and down the ballot, winning the key independent and moderate voters that Trump has no chance to win. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis downplaying the endorsement, claiming AFP represents the establishment.
All I can say is we have got to go into Washington and make big changes. You don't want to go into Washington and just continue business as usual.
Meanwhile, DeSantis is preparing to square off against California Governor Gavin Newsom tomorrow night in a one-on-one debate, expected to dive into issues like the economy, immigration, and crime without a live audience. But many observers are asking, will it matter? Former President Trump is 40 points ahead in some polls, even after skipping the debates and even while facing multiple criminal cases. His actions after January 6th are once again in the spotlight. CNN has released excerpts from former Congresswoman Liz Cheney's upcoming memoir, Oath and Honor, in which she claims one GOP lawmaker, during efforts to contest the 2020 election results, said, "The things we do for the orange Jesus," referring to Trump. Going back to that Nikki Haley endorsement by AFP, the group says it has never engaged in a presidential election before, but wants to, quote, turn the page on the past. That's to make sure President Biden and former President Trump do not return to the White House. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Every day people forget things like their car keys, someone's birthday, or a password. People with Alzheimer's require a lot more help than we think, but not everyone with the disease is receiving the help they need. With more, here's ABC's Justin Finch.
Alzheimer's is a scary disease that requires lots of support. But new research shows that Black people may not be getting all the specialty care available to help manage it. A study done at one memory center in St. Louis, Missouri, showed that Black people were less likely to be patients, less likely to receive novel therapies, and less likely to be included in groundbreaking research. Out of nearly 5,000 people getting care at the clinic, only 11% were Black. Since they weren't getting specialty care, fewer Black people were able to get the latest therapies in Alzheimer's treatment. The study also suggests that since the large clinic doesn't have many Black patients, that group isn't included in research trials that study the effects of medications on Black people. If you or someone you love is experiencing symptoms like confusion, disruptive memory loss, and difficulty with everyday tasks, talk with a doctor about being evaluated for Alzheimer's disease. Starting care early can make a big difference. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Did you know that an alpaca item is the most wish-listed gift idea? Stop searching for that perfect gift and start shopping for it at the Blue Alpaca in Belfast. It doesn't matter who's on your gift list, the Blue Alpaca has something for everyone with an incredible selection of alpaca socks, hats, sweaters, even stuffed animals, and more. Shop in-store or online and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. Too much to choose from? Don't worry, the Blue Alpaca also offers gift cards. The Blue Alpaca, feel the difference.
I'm adding Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh.
So fresh. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection. Try for under $5.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Roto-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
All the nonsense.
I'm right. You may be right, but you're not smart.
Meets no nonsense.
I'm not here to argue. I'm here to rule.
Judge Judy.
I always have the last word.
Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7.
The city of Waterville is still accepting proposals for temporary public art installations for the downtown area. Individual artists or groups have until December 31st to submit a proposal. The group of the artwork, which will be displayed from June through October of 2024, is to inspire joy and curiosity. The art installations may include a variety of media formats as well as sound, projection, or light. Maria Sugden of the Waterville Creates says the organization is looking to fund one project for $50,000 or two projects for $25,000 each. Those interested should send their submission to msugden@watervillecreates.org. Certainly is kind of chilly out there. Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Today's full weather forecast is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later. Already, a small cat advisory is posted until 7 p.m. this evening along the coast. So there's an area low pressure tracking off towards the east over the ocean, really stirring things up. And in fact, this is how active it is right now at around 3 to 8 feet according to the buoys, even up to 11 feet in a few spots. So according to these buoys here, so definitely remaining active with an area low pressure tracking out towards sea. But meanwhile, though, on land, we had a few snow flurries last night. This afternoon, though, we're looking pretty good. Maybe a few clouds, but otherwise, a lot of sunshine to be seen. We have high pressure not too far away. Further down to the south, though, we have another system out for the north and west. Not a whole lot going for that, but we do have more active weather in our forecast coming up soon. But for now, we're just watching out for the gusty winds. So futurecast moving forward, though, again, a mixture of clouds and sunshine this afternoon. More clouds on the way later on tonight as well. And then we do have some sunshine on the way as we head towards a Thursday too, before a few clouds try to sneak through also. Then by Thursday night to Friday morning, just some clouds passing through in a few areas, but active weather on the way for us coming up soon. And we have to wait until Friday night and parts of Saturday morning for that to take place. Some rain and snow possible in a few areas by that point. This will track off to the north and east. Maybe a little bit of a break Saturday in a few areas, but still some rain and snow chances that we'll have to watch out for in some spots. And then, of course, by Saturday night, we're looking okay by that point. Some gusty winds up around 20 to 25 miles per hour during the afternoon period. Today, the winds calm down this evening. And then tomorrow, maybe a few gusts up to around 15 miles per hour are possible in some spots. A little bit more gusty winds possible further off towards the north. Otherwise, though, our average high temperature is 40 degrees. Lower 30s today, so we're below normal. Then lower 40s for Thursday. Back in the upper 40s Friday. Then we cool off again, upper 30s Saturday. Middle to upper 30s Sunday, Monday, and also in your Tuesday. So for today, lower 30s, lots of sunshine and breezy out there for that west wind at around 25 miles per hour at times. Later on tonight, lower 20s, partly cloudy. The wind calms down, south wind at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, here we go, lower 40s, partly cloudy. Southwest breeze at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. A few gusts up to 15 miles per hour are possible. Healing Hands Massage extended forecast for mostly cloudy Friday with highs in the upper 40s, upper 30s Saturday with a chance for rain and snow showers possible, and another chance for rain and snow showers Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
Thank you, Devin. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.